All right, guys, what's going on, YouTube? Shout out to y'all, guys. Appreciate you guys coming back through the channel. I want to go over a few things, discussing the direction of some of the content we're going to be doing over on this side, because this is kind of a revamp, like a third or fourth over revamp. So if you've been sticking around this long through all the hiatuses, much love to you guys. I appreciate you. Right now I'm eating breakfast. It's about 8:30 in the morning. I'll show you guys what I'm eating. I'll put together a second clip. But 5 scrambled eggs with some salt and pepper, nothing fancy. 4 strips of turkey bacon and some watermelon. Do I always eat like this? No. But during the summer, I try to eat high-fat, high-protein breakfast with a little bit of sugar just to help me get rolling. And after my workout, that's typically why I'll carb up and have a really big, heavy carb meal before in the evening, dialing back on carbs. This allows me to stay lean because during the summer, this is going to be off. You know, you got to show the abs, a little bit more, got to maintain a leaner body. So just something to think about. Eggs ain't no joke. I wanted to be real with y'all, man. So my routine is crazy. And I'll get into the subject, the title of this video in a second. You know, I get up at 4 a.m. every day. I train my 5 a.m. client, my 6:30 client. If I have them, I'm not going to give away all the specifics of my schedule. Not yet. But for the most part, I'll have 3 morning clients. I'll have a little bit of a down break. During that time, I can either work out, grab some food, do what I need to do. I'm a traveling personal trainer as well, so I'm going to a lot of my clients' homes or their gyms and their communities and taking care of business. And then after that, I'll make my way downtown. For those who don't know, I'm in Orlando. I'll make my way downtown. I'll coach my F45 classes. I'll take care of stuff on the administrative side. I'm a head trainer, so I'll make sure my staffing is good. All the little things I have to do, Zoom calls, you know, etc. Before retiring in the evening, getting something to eat, and then going to sleep, and then basically doing it again. So because of that, my days are very, very easy to plan around because I know basically what I have to do at what times I have to do it. It makes my entire day run smoother. That being said, it's going to lead right into what I'm talking about. And for most people, when it comes to issues of not being able to lose weight, it's simply a matter of not having things down into a system. I get a lot of clients, I get a lot of DMs about this, about losing the last little bit of weight, losing the last 10 pounds, the last 15 pounds, hitting plateaus. And a lot of people don't understand, it's not about what you're doing in the gym. It's not. Believe it or not, the gym has nothing to do with it when it comes to losing that last little bit of weight. I can almost guarantee it's something hormonal. When I'm talking hormonal, I'm talking about the things you're putting in your body to affect your hormones, also known as food. So, get some of this turkey bacon in me. I ain't gonna lie, I like pork more, but just to get you through. When we talk about plateaus, most people don't know where they're at as far as their nutrition. And when I mean where they're at, they have no record of what they're eating. They have no idea of the content of what they're eating. They have no idea. My lips look greasy on camera. They have no idea about any of this stuff. So you end up finding yourself stuck in a rut where you don't know how to make adjustments because you never had any record of what you were doing before. So if you are in a plateau right now, let's say you're losing weight, maybe you lost 5, 10, 15 pounds. You get closer to that target, but you don't know how to lose that last little bit of weight. And maintaining it is a whole nother video, but you don't know how to get it down. You got to start somewhere. You got to start tracking your food. Now, as far as calories or macros, what I would tell you to do, start off tracking your caloric intake. First things first, because it's going to come down to calories in versus calories out when it comes to the equation of losing weight. Once you're doing that, and if you're already somebody who's tracking their calories, but you're still hitting that plateau, now let's look into the macronutrients. Eating more carbs sometimes will help, or sometimes, all the time, will allow you to retain more water in the muscle cells. This means you'll hold on to a little more water weight. Having an excess amount of sodium in your diet means you're going to hang on to more water. These are not bad things. Your body needs carbs. Your body needs sodium. But I'm just giving you the real. Keeping track on those certain nutrients and those items in your food will allow you to manipulate your body weight. I've done it. Most bodybuilders have done it. We know how to eat when we need to look good for a certain occasion or maintain a look for a certain season in order to do what we need to do on the business end or just be out with the family taking photos and liking the way we look. So if you're just an average everyday person, don't stress too much about low carb diets, but understand they could play a small role in how much body weight you're hanging on to. Notice I didn't say fat, how much body weight you're hanging on to. So just keep that in mind. Start with tracking your calories. You can use MyFitnessPal. You can use an app. You can write it down. You can take photos. There's plenty of ways to hold yourself accountable to what you're eating and making sure you keep a track on the contents of what you're eating. Track your protein intake, especially my ladies. Track your protein intake. My guys, track your protein intake. You're trying to gain more muscle. You're trying to lose body fat. Make sure that stuff is in order. Make sure your carbs are in check. Make sure your fat content, your sodium content. Make sure you know what that looks like on a day-to-day basis. I can't give you guys baseline numbers to go off of because everyone is so different. But what I can tell you is that if you are tracking those numbers, it affects everything else. And that's the way you got to start. So rule number one, start tracking. Now, once you start tracking, we got to reduce our intake. So if you're at a plateau, we need to figure out where we need to reduce our intake. Do we need to reduce the amount of calories we're taking in? Or do we need to change up the ratio of our macronutrients? Because like I said, sometimes just changing those can affect our hormones to allow us to burn more weight and body fat as we're going. So that's the second thing. Figure out and identify where you need to reduce your intake, calorically or from a standpoint of nutrition and your macronutrients. Once you're doing that, I would say test this. Go for about 2 to 3 weeks following a lower calorie or a changing your ratio of macros. See how your body responds to that. If it's responding in the way you like, not anybody else, it's responding the way you like, stick with it, roll with that, and then you'll kind of be in a position where, hey, now I know what I need to do. It's just a matter of maintaining. Now, as far as your workouts go, the AC just cut on, so if y'all hear background noise, so be it. As far as that goes, maintaining it, you just need to understand, hey, this is what I did to get here. This is what I need to do to maintain. As far as my workouts, keep everything relatively the same. I'm a big fan of keeping the same workouts. I only really change things every 6 to 8 weeks. So basically, if I'm hitting chest day, I'm hitting pretty much the same lifts every chest day. If I'm doing legs, I'm hitting pretty much the same lifts every time. Unless I'm working out with somebody else or I'm doing collaboration, it's pretty much the same thing. This allows me to maintain and track my progress. See, it all comes down to accountability. Track your stuff. Keep tabs on that. This video is going way too long. Break that plateau. If you have any questions at all, feel free to hit me up in my email. I'll leave it at the bottom. My IG, I'll leave it in the description. And now I'm on Threads. I'll put it in there as well, y'all. Y'all be blessed. Have a great morning. Have a great day. I'll catch you on the next one.